Good morning, dear children. I hope all are fine and safe. Now, today's topic is conservation of plants and animals. Now, our topic is conservation of plants and animals. Now, before we start our lesson, what is conservation? Conservation. Conservation is the term used for protecting and caring for wildlife and the environment. This includes all the plants and animals that live on the earth. Our planet Earth is filled with so many species of plants and animals. According to the scientists, there are about 70 to 100 lakh of species on earth. So, dear children, what is conservation? Conservation is the term used for protecting and caring for wildlife and the environment. This includes all the plants and animals that live on the earth. Now, what are the chapters? Deforestation and its causes, consequence of deforestation, conservation of forest and wildlife, biosphere reserve, wildlife sanctuary, etc. Now first, deforestation and its causes. The first topic of this chapter is deforestation and its causes. A major threat of the survival of plants and animals is deforestation. So what is meant by deforestation? Deforestation means clearing of forest or cutting of trees in the forest and using that land for other purpose. Now see the land. Deforestation land. Now deforestation are caused by human activities as well as natural causes. Human cut trees for some of the purpose like procuring land for cultivation, building houses or factories, making furniture, using wood as fuel. Some natural causes of deforestation are forest fire, floods. Causes of deforestation. First one, agricultural expansion. Agricultural expansion. With increasing population, there is an overgrowing demand for food production. Hence, large amount of trees are chopped down for crops and for cattle grazing. So, agricultural expansion. Urbanization. Increase in population necessitates the expansion of cities. With the expansion of cities, more land is needed to establish housing and settlement. Requirements like construction of roads, development of houses, mineral explosion and expansion of industries also arise due to urbanization. So second one, urbanization. First one, agricultural expansion. Second one, urbanization. Next one, mining. Mining of coal, diamond and gold require a large amount of forest land. So, a large number of trees is cut down to clear the forest area. Moreover, the waste that comes out from mining pollutes the environment and affects the nearby plants. So, third one is mining. Next one, construction of dams. To provide water supply to the increasing population, large size of dams are constructed. Hence, a great extent of forest area is being cleared. Next, timber production. We need wood to meet the needs of our daily life. Wood-based industries like paper, matchsticks, furniture need a sustainable amount of wood supply. Wood is the most commonly used fuel. Thus, A large number of trees are being cut down for fuel supplies. Some people are involved in illegal wood cutting and destroy more number of trees. Next one, forest fire. In many forests, fires are usually expected from time to time. Forest fire be caused by humans, accidents or natural factors. Forest fire wipe out thousands of acres of forest land each year all over the world. This has tremendous effects on biodiversity and the economy as well. Next one, cyclones. Cyclones destroy the trees on a massive scale. They do not only destroy the trees but also affect the livelihood of so many people who depend on them. So dear children, causes of deforestation. First one, agricultural expansion, urbanization, mining, construction of dams, timber production, forest fire and cyclones. Effects of deforestation. First one, soil erosion. Next one, loss of biodiversity. Climatic changes. Global warming. Now next, reforestation. Now, what is reforestation? Planting of more and more trees in an area where trees were destructed by any means of deforestation like cutting, forest fire, floods, landslide, typhoons, etc. Now, reforestation is the natural or international replanting of the existing forest that have been destroyed through deforestation. Now, what is reforestation? May sound similar to afforestation, but both of them are not same. Reforestation is replanting of trees in a land area which had lost its forest cover for some reason. But afforestation is growing forest in an area which originally had no tree cover. Reforestation is an effective strategy to fight global warming. Now, reforestation helps to rebuild habitats and degradation, which are the leading threats to the health and endangered of species. So, reforestation is the planting of more and more trees in an area where trees were destructed by any means of deforestation. Endangered species. An endangered species is a species which has been categorized as very likely to become extinct in the near future. Keeping track of endangered species. WWF, that's World Wildlife Federation, or IUWC, International Union of Wildlife Conservation, published a book containing the details of endangered and threatened species of flora and fauna called as Red Data Book. The Red Data Book symbolizes a warning signal for those species which are endangered and have to be protected. Otherwise, they are likely to become extinct. Endangered species of animals. Fauna: Indian lion, leopard, tiger, peacock, loris, red panda, spotted cheetal deer, hyena, vulture, wildcat, green sea turtle, python, pelican, golden monkey, red fox, Indian wolf, gharial, tortoise, great Indian bustard, great Indian hornbill, lion-tail macaque, Nilgiri langur, black spider monkey, single-horned rhino. The Red Data Book is the file for recording rare and endangered species of animals, plants, and fungi. Even some local subspecies that exist within the territory of a state or country are recorded in Red Data books. Red Data book gives important data for observational studies and maintaining programs on habits and habitats of rare and endangered species. This book is created to identify and protect the species which are about to extinct. The Red Data book is maintained by the IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature. What is IUCN? International Union for Conservation of Nature. It is an international organization. The Red Data book classifies species mainly into three categories, namely threatened, not threatened, and unknown. Threatened, not threatened, and unknown. This book also has information as to why a species has become extinct, along with the population trends and its distribution. The following figure gives the color-coded information. The Red Data book contains color-coded information sheets like black for species which are extinct, red for species that are endangered, and so on. They are arranged according to the extinction risk of many species and subspecies. Now, what is IUCN? International Union for Conservation of Nature. International Union for Conservation of Nature. Next, Animal Welfare Organization. Animal Welfare Organization. Animal welfare organizations are the group of people concerned with the health, safety, and physiological wellness of animals. Once again, animal welfare organizations are the group of people concerned with the health, safety, and psychological wellness of animals. They include animal rescue groups which help animals in distress and others which help animals suffering from some epidemic. So in this section, We will study about some of them. Blue Cross. Blue Cross is a registered animal welfare charity in the United Kingdom. Founded in 1897 as a Dumb Friends League. The vision of this charity is that every pet will enjoy a healthy life in a happy home. What is the aim of the Blue Cross? Every pet will enjoy a healthy life in a happy home. The charity provides support for pet owners who cannot afford private veterinary treatment, helps to find homes for unwanted animals, and educate the public in the responsibilities of animal ownership. Now, the Blue Cross organization was founded to care for working hours on the street of London. It opened its first animal hospital in Victoria, London on 15th May. Captain V. Sundaram founded the Blue Cross of India. Captain V. Sundaram founded the Blue Cross of India, the largest animal welfare organization of Asia in Chennai in the year 1959. He was an Indian pilot and animal welfare activist. Now, Blue Cross of India is country's largest animal welfare organization. Conservation of biodiversity. Management of biosphere for sustainable benefit to meet need of future generation. Factors affecting biodiversity. Human activities like waste dispersal, dams, use of pesticides, poaching, discharge of effluents. Climate, global warming, ozone depletion, and acid rain. These are the factors affecting biodiversity. Now next, advantages of biodiversity. Tourism, herbs, food, raw materials, and preservation of habitat. There are two types of conservation: in situ conservation within the habit, ex situ conservation outside the habit. First one, in situ conservation. Now first, biosphere reserves, that is protect endangered species site of recreation, tourism, the purpose of education and research, that is biosphere reserves. Second one, national park is the role of tourism and protection of wildlife. Example, Gir National Park, etc. Next one, wildlife sanctuary is the role of tourism and protection of wildlife and birds. Example, Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary. Next one, gene sanctuary, conservation of plants like citrus and pitcher plants and other rare or endangered plant species, etc. Next, others, that is project, Gir National Project. Now, what are the merits and demerits of in situ conservation? Merits, cheap, species adjust to flood, drought, etc. Demerits, large area, lack of staff, pollution. Now, next method, ex situ conservation. NBPGR, that is National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resource. Next one, NBAGR, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources. Next one, merits and demerits of ex situ conservation. Merits, lifespan of species increased by special care. Demerits, expensive, freedom. Our next topic is biomagnification. Biomagnification. Biomagnification is the increase in contaminated substance due to the intoxicating environment. I repeat, biomagnification is the increase in contaminated substance due to the intoxicating environment. The contaminants might be heavy metals such as mercury, arsenic, and pesticides such as polychlorinated biphenyl. Next one, DDT, dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. These substances are taken up by the organisms through the food they consume. When the organism in the higher food chain feed on the organisms in the lower food chain containing these toxins get accumulated in the higher organisms. So, biomagnification is the increase in contaminated substance due to the intoxicating environment. CPCSEA guidelines. That means CPCSEA stands for the Committee for the Purpose of Control and Supervision of Experiments on Animals. It is experimental animals, guidelines, disease and prevention. Now it is a committee set up under the preservation of cruelty of animals. Act in 1960. It has been functioning since 1991 to ensure that animals are not subjected to unnecessary suffering during experiments on them. So, what is the objectives of CPCSEA? To avoid unnecessary pain before and after experiment. To promote the human care of animal used in experiments. Next one, to provide guidelines for animal housing, breeding and maintenance. Next one, to promote the human care of animal used in biomedical and behavioral research and testing. To avoid unnecessary pain before and after experiment. That is the main objective of CPCSEA. Now, dear children, in this lesson, conservation of plants and animals. Our planet Earth is filled with so many species of plants and animals. These organisms exist wide variety of shapes and sizes and are found forest, desert, rivers, oceans and ice polar regions. Now dear children, in this lesson we learned understand deforestation, afforestation and reforestation. List out the endangered species. Understand the importance of conservation of wildlife. Know about the Red Data Book and its advantages. List out the importance of People's Biodiversity Register. Last one, know about the functions of Animal Welfare Organization. Go through, study well. Now dear children, nature is a God's gift. So, save wildlife and wildlife will save you. Preserve nature, respect nature. Okay, study well. God bless you.